Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blow the Whistle Sports. I'm your host, Wayne Holloway, and thank you once again for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. And like always, broadcasting live from Los Angeles. We got a lot of updates to get into. Deion Sanders, will they bounce back off of the bye? A lot of injuries coming up. A lot of people going on IR. If your fantasy football is hurt like mine, hey, hit me up and we can talk about it together. Hold hands and maybe get it together in that waiver wire. But without further ado, please let me introduce my co-host, the man with the information, the man with the plan, the man that knows what's going on in sports, Mr. Steven Rubain. What's going on, sir? How you doing?
Feeling amazing, except for Niners.
Hey, that's something big to get into. But hey, you know what? We coming in late, and I apologize for coming in late. My fault again, but we're gonna get this together. This live broadcast is something else. You guys, hey, I'm gonna tell you, it's something. But hey, Steve, where you want to go right now?
Let's start first with the World Series. It's the World Series time. So last week we were talking, it looked like it was going to be the Rangers versus the Phillies, but the Phillies, man, they fell off at the end quick.
Big time.
Just Game 7 at home, you thought they'd be able to pull it out, but the Diamondbacks, the surprise team in baseball this year, they knocked off 2 division winners and the Dodgers, who people thought was going to be the team make it to the World Series this year. Diamondbacks just came out of nowhere.
Hey, I have a friend that it seems like no matter what team makes it, he's like, hey, my Diamondbacks, hey, my Dodgers, hey.
He's a classic bandwagon.
Hey, man, he cycles teams, but as you see, Carolina's yet to win, but we're going to get into that. Well, Steve, go ahead and kick off your baseball update, sir.
Not much to say about it. Like I said, the Diamondbacks Phillies was a good series, went 7 games. Diamondbacks pulled it out in 7. So right now they're a hot team, but I still think if I had to make a prediction, I'm taking the Rangers to win in 6. So that's my prediction. Texas Rangers World Series champs in 6. And we'll wait and see. Baseball, it's been an okay playoffs. I won't say it's a classic. There's nothing that's been like superb or amazing, but it's been okay. It's watchable. And we'll leave it at that. We're short on time, so I'm not going to waste too much time with baseball.
Exactly. And it's not how everybody planned it, but it's going to turn out anyway.
There you go. And that's pretty much like this show tonight. We planned to start at 7, but
oh my goodness,
things happen.
Y'all just don't understand these technical difficulties. Yeah. If we have a technical man that would like to be in the studio, when we go on, please hit me up in the DMs, and I'm not going to argue with you, sir.
All right. Let's get to the NBA, National Basketball Association.
Lakers is back.
They weren't back last night.
Woo. I forgot you was a Laker hater.
No, I'm a LeBron fan, but the Lakers, man.
Who's your team, Steve? Everybody wants to know who is the team that Steve backs in basketball.
Team I back is the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's my hometown. That's where I was born.
Cleveland Cavaliers. When's the last time they did something?
When they had LeBron James. They need LeBron back. But they got a good little
they want that old thing back?
Yeah, they need the old thing back. But they got a good little squad. But
okay, so you're the perfect person to ask. Do you think he should have left that team, or he should have stuck it out with him the whole time?
If it was me, I would have had him stay with the Cavs and finish his career there. I think the Lakers has been a mistake. But I mean, he did get a championship with the Lakers, and so you would think Laker fans would appreciate that, but they still haven't.
He got a championship with the Lakers, but it was the pandemic.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I don't understand this asterisk thing. A championship is a championship.
And now I get why no matter what LeBron does, he's always a winner in your book.
Yeah. Well,
he brought y'all a championship.
Yeah. Even last night, he had 21, 8, and 5, but all people were talking about was he fell to the ground. He got juked out and then falling on his butt.
Well, you know how people are. People want to see that when you're up at the top, they want to see you fall. They want something to say. They always got something bad in their mouth.
Exactly. So I don't understand it. This man is the most hated all-time great in the history of professional sports.
Well, right now, him and Deion.
Nah, I think Deion we had this talk last week. Deion, great players just don't make great coaches.
He's doing just fine to me.
Well, we're gonna wait and see.
You know, I'm a
Now,
UCLA fan, but I've adopted Colorado this season.
Yeah. Now he did. I don't know if you heard. He did recruit a 5-star quarterback to be the next quarterback. You know, after his son finishes up. This guy, you know, this was a guy who could have gone anywhere, and he ended up going to Colorado. So let's see if he's committed for the long run. I mean, the big question is, will he go to bigger pastures? You know, if Florida State calls, can he resist the temptation to go back to his alma mater?
How did Golden State do?
Golden State won. Change that. Golden State lost last night to the Suns.
Ooh.
And this was a good one because Devin Booker outplayed Stephen Curry. Curry was at home last night.
Ain't nobody outplay Stephen Curry.
Oh, yes, he did.
Tell the truth, Steve.
Devin Booker had 32 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Stephen Curry had 27, 5, and 1.
Why does it seem like you be smiling when some of these names just be falling on their face or making mistakes? It seems like it's like
I'm not smiling about it. I have nothing wrong with Stephen Curry. He's an all-time great shooter.
Who's your favorite basketball player?
You know my favorite basketball player, LBJ, LeBron James, all-time great.
So you're a Laker fan now.
I told you that. I want the Lakers to win a championship so that I can shut up the Laker fans. But it won't shut them up because they're still going to find a reason. Like you sit here and talk about it's the pandemic. It don't count.
It was the pandemic ball. Did they play as many games they play in the normal season?
No,
they didn't. See, why'd you say and you knew automatically? It could have just flew off your tongue and said no.
Okay, so that's the reason why, because they play fewer games.
See,
did everybody play fewer games?
You're trying to allude to where I'm going. I'm just asking the question. I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, was it a normal season, Steve?
No, it was not a normal season at all.
But he still got a championship with it not being a normal season,
correct?
Right?
And he has 3 other championships during normal seasons.
With the Lakers?
No.
Exactamundo.
Okay. All right. As you see, as the season goes on, we're gonna have the Laker hater, the LeBron haters.
Well, I'm not a LeBron hater. I'm happy for him. I love his accomplishments. I'm just, I have to. Don't call me a hater because I have to get into this new form of basketball where you're gonna play for 6-7 different teams. And my hat goes off to him because he's done it at a high fashion on every team.
He did what's called analytics. He studied. It was like he went to the new school way. This is the new school way of basketball, where now instead of just playing for a team that is just sticking it out forever and ever, now he sits there and says, "Hey, if I get this guy together and this guy, we can win championships." That's the new school way of doing it.
Basketball business.
That's what everybody does now.
Hey, but I just got to get into it. Steve. I'm from. I guess I'm an older guy now.
Yeah,
I'm from an era where you get on the team and that's your team, and if somebody talks bad about your team, we might be boxing in the bar.
Well, that's the old school way. But speaking of that, the new guy who wants to be the new school analytic, James Harden, and he's bouncing around like a bouncing ball.
I've been hearing rumors of retirement.
I've been hearing because they won't trade him. He wants to go to the Clippers, and the Clippers are playing hardball, and so. He's a man right now who don't know what team he wants to play.
People are giving him a rough time about his weight and all that type of stuff.
Well, commitment to the game. I mean, we had this talk before. I mean, if this is your livelihood, this is what you committed yourself to. This is what you put years and years into.
This is your craft.
It's your craft. You can't go in there and not be at 100% when you're getting multi-million-dollar contracts. And we're gonna get to Deshaun Watson in a little bit about that.
Oh man!
But let's finish up though. Because we can't talk about basketball without giving props to Nikola Jokic, reigning MVP, NBA Finals MVP, came out with a triple-double, and once again put AD. Everybody wants AD to be the man, but he just can't step up against Jokic. Jokic had 29, 13, and 11. So yeah, it's just it is what it is. So it's gonna be a fun season. We're gonna see next month we start that NBA tournament. Let's see how that plays out. But
Mhm.
nobody knows what to expect from that.
I can't wait to see what that is all about.
Yeah.
I believe as big as the NBA is, this is going to put a lot more spice on it.
It's definitely going to, it's definitely going to make it at a time of the year when people are kind of like just going through the motions with the NBA.
Is it going to have a kind of like a bracket type feel?
Yeah, it's gonna have a feel of, like I said, at the time when the NFL was like really at its peak, people were getting ready for the NFL playoffs. Now you're gonna have an NBA tournament championship to look at.
Hey, I'm ready for this tournament of champions.
Yes, sir.
NBA.
So, NBA. All right. So with that being said, we kind of like to rushing through tonight. We got to get to football.
Yeah, we rushing through, and I apologize. Every week, Wednesday at 7 p.m. We're a live show.
He's happening.
The what they call them, bats in the belfry.
Yes.
What's up, Darnell? How you doing, Mr. 49er in the house?
49ers.
We got something to talk about,
we got
sir.
something to talk about. All them people who gave me a hard time when I was talking about Trey Lance and said, "Yeah, I need to make sure to be sure." I need to make sure. Everybody's like, "Oh, Brock Purdy." I said, man,
Brock is kind of purdy.
He's purdy, but he's not looking too purdy with a concussion.
What?
He right now is in concussion protocol.
Say it's not so, Steve.
Say it's so. He's in concussion protocol as of today, so he got a clear concussion protocol to be ready to play this week.
Oh my goodness!
Right now, looking like we're gonna have a possibility of seeing your old man, Sam the Man Darnold.
Sam Darnold. Hey, what's crazy about this? Sam Darnold and Christian McCaffrey have history.
Yeah.
So it's not like they haven't played together. There's familiarity right there. But guess what? Sam Darnold is a serviceable quarterback. I don't care what anybody says. He's been on. I gotta call it the way it is. The Jets, when he was there, they was in. They was kind of like how Carolina is right now when he was there. Not sure of themselves, and he was running all over the place.
I stand by Bill Parcells. You are what your record is. His record is way below 500. So
wow.
Leave it at that. But anyway, Niners killed a whole lot of parlays this weekend with a huge upset loss to the Vikings.
I called it.
You did call it.
I called it. I gotta be real. On the show, I picked the 49ers just like you did.
Yeah.
But before the game, if you guys watched this week's game, it was crazy. It was crazy. How many games was upside down?
Quite a few.
That's wonderful for teams who for people who love their teams, but hey, the NFL was no normal activity going on this week.
No normal activity. We were ready to bury Bill Belichick. That we thought Bill Belichick was done, looking for a new job.
And
he comes out and beats the Bills.
Put his foot up in there.
Put his foot up in there. So I mean, this was a weird week. But we got to talk about something we haven't talked about this year yet. We got into a whole lot last year, but this year officiating.
Well, before we go into officiating, give Bill Belichick his flowers, because when he does bad, and he's been doing bad, we've been talking about retirement. We've been talking about him being just let go from the organization, fired, not just retirement.
Right.
This man is still doing his thing, and he has signed a contract extension, Steve.
And this win here, this was his 300th win as a head coach. Only two other coaches in NFL history.
That's right.
George Halas and number one, Don Shula, have more wins than Bill Belichick. So, I mean, that shows longevity and shows a lot of winning. So,
yep.
So give him his props. That was a big upset. Like I said, I mentioned about the Niners. It just was one of them weeks. One of those weeks.
Man, you know what? I talked to Steve before the game.
Yeah.
Now I'm a big bettor. I was going in. I knew the 49ers was gonna do it for me, and I was shuffling around. Steve was like, hey man, you better, I was like, you know what? I felt it in the air.
I didn't feel it. I said, It was something odd. I said these games I don't like how these games look. I don't
I
like the
did not
odds.
bet like I normally do, sir.
Yes.
I did not bet like I normally do.
Now let's talk about some teams that just put up a big old goose egg.
Let's give a shout out to Jennifer and Stephanie.
Hey, thank you guys. That's my sisters. Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, sis? How you doing?
All right.
They coming in on Facebook. They gave us a thumbs up. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it.
Yes, everyone. Thumbs are free. All you gotta do is click on that button. Get like the podcast. Tell us what you want to see.
Now we gotta give my sister Jennifer some props in the office football pool. She's been hanging up there with the big boys.
Hey, Jen, I'm gonna catch you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna catch you.
Yeah, right now you're being packaged to let you know.
I'm gonna catch you.
He's gonna catch you though. But office football pool this week. Since we're speaking on it, it's a long season. Office football pool. How are we looking?
I hadn't even wanted to look at it, Steve. Why you want to bring that up, man?
I love that. Dude.
All those little red marks I had.
Man, it was brutal. But it was brutal for everybody. Everybody had a tough week last week. Only guy that didn't have a tough week is this guy, Adrian. Adrian, who are you?
Adrian, we waiting for you to call in, man.
We need to find out who you are because you're the only one who had a good week last week.
And how do you do it?
I don't know. Every time I look, and I'm looking every other game, I'm like, okay, I'm going to catch him. I'm going to get him this one. And then the Packers, I had the Packers winning. Nope. Then the Chargers. I said, okay, the Chargers, this is the week the Chargers finally going to get together. They're going to upset the Chiefs. Nope. I mean, it was just one of them weeks that just, and then the killer, I haven't taken the Rams all year. This was the one week I took the Rams. Say, okay, the Rams at home should beat the Steelers. And that's why I'm going to get to this officiating. Did you see that horrible call they made in the Steelers game?
No, go ahead, tell me about it.
End of the game, score 17-all. The Steelers had the ball 4th down and goal.
Right.
Close to the goal line. They did a quarterback sneak with Pickett. He was well short of first down. Anybody with their eyes can just clearly see he was short.
Right.
The official marked him.
Don't say it.
As a first down because the Rams had already used all their timeouts.
And it stood.
It stood because now this is where we talked about this rule. NFL, you need to change this rule. In the last 2 minutes of the game, all calls should be eligible for instant replay or review.
First of all, this is a sport.
It's a sport.
It's officiating. You should want to keep the integrity of the game.
Yeah.
If you see something that's obvious,
it's obvious. I mean, it wasn't even a case of it could have been close. He clearly was marked short, and the official gave him the first down. Of course, they went on to score the touchdown. Steelers win. So Rams have now the Rams didn't deserve to win because they stunk it up.
But they have a legitimate right.
Right, yeah, because the game should not come down to the officials. It should come down to the plays.
Now, this shouldn't even be something that's said coming down to the officials. This was obvious.
Obvious.
The booth review should have just stopped the game, official timeout, and made a call. You guys made a bad error. You don't let something like that slide on national TV.
Don't let it slide on national TV. No, it's a very bad look for the officials. But the game that really had bad officiating was the Browns versus the Colts.
Oh,
they not only made one bad call, they made 2 bad calls in the last 2 minutes of the game. I mean, inexcusable.
No sense.
No sense. First, they made a horrible pass interference call on the guy in the end zone when it was clearly, barely any contact at all, if nothing.
Now, see, I didn't see this one, but now let me ask you: was it a judgment call, or was it clear that it shouldn't have been called?
Well, the NFL came out and admitted to the fact that it should not have been called. So I'm gonna go with the NFL. The NFL would never say if they didn't believe it was a egregious call. So for them to come out and admit to an error, I would say it's obvious.
Now that's a shame.
Yeah.
For you to admit to something that could have been solved that day.
Could have been solved that day.
A phone call. We need to have. We should have 3 people in the booth.
But they have that.
Officials.
But that's what I'm saying. They have that. They have 3 people in the booth that can sit there and make the calls. In New York, on Madison Avenue, they have 3 people in the booth who go through and review the calls with the officials. They easily have
in live time.
In live time.
So there's no excuse for this.
There's no excuse. I mean, it's the NFL. For whatever reason, they won't make this change.
And this is why conspiracy theorists have a field day. This is why people want to say, well, the NFL's entertainment. The Vegas made a call. Vegas made a call.
Yeah. I mean, they have a situation where they have 3 people who can sit there in real time and say, okay, but the official made a bad call on the field. Let's go ahead and make the right call.
That's horrible.
And it's horrible. And that cost the Colts a game because a winnable game. Browns went down and made the last second field goal to win the game based on 2 bad calls.
Who's over there? Minshew?
Minshew.
He needs that.
But the Browns, they had, what's his name? PJ Walker.
PJ starting to stand up on his own too, huh?
He's 2-0. Is it? When was that? Wins against the 49ers and the Colts.
Now, didn't Deshaun, when he was playing, he went out?
Now, speaking of Deshaun Watson, you know he's out again this week. They've already told him he's out.
Does him and Russell Wilson hang out? His name is not Russell Wilson right now. His name is RW. We can't call him Russell Wilson until he actually shows up.
Yeah, I mean,
RW.
You keep giving him a bad. He's not having a horrible year. He just has no defense. I mean, their defense is just god horrible.
Now you guys see how he's turned the tables on a quarterback that team is not winning.
They're not winning
but he has no issue with Russell. So guess what? But we get to Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
Get him, Steve. Get him. Look at him.
Kirk Cousins.
Did you see him going to 10? Did you see his face? How he lit up? He's like,
Look, Kirk Cousins got his 3rd win. He's 3-10 on Monday Night Football.
Right.
3-10 lifetime.
Okay.
All right. He didn't deserve to win this game. The Niners lost the game for him. He tried every way possible to lose this game. The Niners just out-bad him. Is that even a word? Out-bad?
Hey,
they out.
You can coin that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna coin that one. Out-bad. They out-bad them. It was like Kirk Cousins said, "Hey, I'll throw an interception," and then Brock Purdy said, "Hey, I'll throw a better one than you. I'm going to throw a better interception than you." And then Kirk Cousins like, "Hey, I'll make a horrible pass," and then Brock Purdy said, "Hey, I'll make a worse pass than you can make." I mean, they were out messing each other up.
Oh, shout out to 7 Canvases. Thank you for the love.
Yeah,
thumbs up to you too.
Thumbs up. But yeah, that was a game of just somebody wanted to lose worse. And unfortunately, the Niners had the last chance to lose, and they lost.
I'm gonna put my 2 cents in, Darnell, since you're the only bang bang Niner gang in the house that I see so far. Hey man, I believe you guys are gonna lose this next game also, and I believe that you guys will come back rejuvenated after your bye. You know, when you're dealing with a quarterback and 49er fans, it's hard on you when you make a mistake.
Yes,
and that messes with a quarterback psyche, especially somebody trying as hard as this young man is. And I just see y'all winning after the bye. I don't think you're going to win this week.
Yeah, Bengals is a tough one. They're at home though. They are at home.
Yeah.
And like I said, most likely it's going to be Sam Darnold starting unless a miracle happens with Purdy. He can come out of concussion protocol.
Public service announcement to all Bengals fans attending the game. Be nice and say hi to everybody. Walk together in groups.
Walk in groups and make sure you know where your car's parked and have a direct line to get to your car because you will be harassed all the way to your car.
All the way. And if you win, y'all better all stay together and hold hands. Just hold hands and make a complete line to the car and be in unison. And all you guys get by your car and honk the horn, then everybody get in the car together.
And the worst part is you have Niner fans harassing you, but I had a couple of Raider people in Raider jerseys harassing me. I'm like, what the hell are you even doing at the game? Why are you even there?
Man,
you wear a Raider jersey.
I told you when I went there, I seen people that had 49ers on one side and Raiders on one side. And it was sold together.
Yes, I've seen that before too. I mean, what? So,
Bay Area.
Yeah, that's like me. That's like me having the Commanders on one side and the Cowboys on the other side. I should be shot.
Yeah, but it's not in the same place. They were kind of together.
Yeah, but they're rivals. It's a rivalry. I mean, Niners and Raiders have always been a rival. You can't wear a rival's jersey.
I'm gonna say like this: when it's been a while since the Raiders have been doing well, but when the 49ers are doing well, don't it seem like it's more than usual?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just going to
Listen to
put
me.
it out there like that.
Listen to me. If you're in New York and you're wearing a jersey that has Giants on one side and Jets on the other side, somebody's gonna beat you up. You're gonna get attacked by somebody as you leave the stadium if you're wearing a jersey with Giants on one side and Jets on the other. I mean that just doesn't happen. That's like going to a baseball game wearing the Yankees on one side and the Mets on the other. Not gonna happen. So anyway, all right. So that's it for the. Oh, we didn't talk about analytics. Do you want to hold next week?
No. Well, no. Let's get it in for a couple minutes. This analytics thing,
it's killing us.
Leave it for baseball.
Yeah.
Football needs to be put back on the pedestal where it's respected, where the game is played a certain way, where you know what's supposed to happen.
Right.
Not this foolishness of being played like a video game. And I'm seeing it more. People are going for it on the wrong side of the field.
Right.
And then you see later on in the game where they should go for it, where they got the time at their back, they don't go for it.
It's crazy. You don't know what to make of it. They'll go for it on a crazy, like a 4th and 3 at their own 30-yard line, but then they'll have the ball inside the 10, and it's like a 4th and 1, and they'll kick the field goal. And you're like, what's going on?
Let's get rid of analytics in football.
Yeah, it has to go.
Just something from Blow the Whistle Sports that we just want to put out there.
Yeah, we need to go back to old school, the Tom
Smash
Landry's,
mouth football.
Don Shula's, Vincent Lombardi's, where it's just like our guys are better than your guys. We're gonna run down your throat, and that's it.
There we have.
We're done. Yeah, something we agree on. So yeah, analytics got to go.
And we don't agree on much, but we agree on that.
We agree on that. So I can't give your Panthers a hard time. They had a bye last week, so they actually, that was like a win for them. The bye week's a win.
You know, we was doing so well. I just
had to throw that out there. The bye week's a win for the Panthers. So congratulations, Panthers. You didn't lose last week. So congratulations.
Hey, Cali Cat Pack, Roaring Riot, Panther Nation, keep your head up. But we know growing pains, baby, growing pains. Don't worry. Bryce Young is going to be a nightmare for these teams. Well, you got to give us at least 2 years.
Well, this is your best chance for a win this week. If there's ever a chance to have your razor nearby, and you might be able to shave.
I can't wait to take this off, man.
Yeah, this might be your week to shave because you guys got the Houston Texans at home.
Man, I was standing somewhere like this little kid wanted to sit in my lap and tell me what kind of gifts he wanted for Christmas.
Woo, Santa Claus.
My goodness, I got to get rid of this.
Yes.
I got to get rid of this.
You want to get these picks? You ready to do it?
Yeah, let's get into the picks, man, because we started late.
Yeah, let's knock it out.
And we'll open the phone lines next week. Sorry for that, but the phone lines will be open next week.
Yeah, we got a lot. I'm going to hear what you guys have to say. But first game, we got tomorrow night, Buccaneers and the Bills.
I'm going with the Billy Bills, sir. God, you really want to go against the Bills?
I want to go against the Bills so bad.
Do it then. But make sure you put it in Office Football Pool. Oh, before we keep going with the picks, shout out to Adrian, number 1 this week.
Adrian, who are you?
King Z is number 2. Then King Z and Shelly tied 6 wins.
Yeah, that's my sister, Shelly.
Oh, what's up, Shelly? It says Shelly Mary?
Yeah. Oh, that's my mom.
All right. Well,
mom knows how to pick.
Oh, okay.
Now, who's Shell J? Where she finished?
Well, it says Sheila Mary.
Sheila Mary, that's mom.
Okay. Well, this is the weekly standings. I didn't go to the final standings.
Okay, this is the weekly. So he came in second place.
King Z?
No, Sheila Mary.
Oh, yeah, they're tied. Desert Eagle, he's always around.
He's always around.
He's lurking.
Yeah.
And he's been complaining because he has 2 different accounts.
Yeah. Well,
and he doesn't know how it happened, but he said he should be the one winning. Adrian wouldn't be able to hold a candle to him if he had both his accounts attached where all his wins were put together.
Only an Eagle fan can have 2 accounts with 2 different names on them and don't know how it happened. Obviously, you created it yourself. The names are different.
Hey, it is what it is. Eagle 86, Desert Eagle 86.
But we'll give Eagles a love. Eagles now are the clear number 1 team in the NFL.
Yep. Give them a round of applause.
Yes. But next month, we got the 49ers and Eagles playing, so that's going to be the game to really find out who is the real dominant team in the NFL. So looking forward
What
to
I'm
that.
gonna say about Jalen Hurts, what I'm gonna say about the Eagles, it looks like they have a solid game plan.
Yeah.
No matter what game they go into, they might play slow, they might play to the level, but they it's like a slow and easy. Is how they rock.
Right.
Slow and easy.
One thing I noticed about Jalen Hurts is that he may make a mistake, but he don't let the mistake control him. It's like he'll throw that interception and then he just comes right back out like nothing happened. He has that rare talent that he can just go ahead and just totally erase it. And
what I like about him is he holds himself accountable.
Yeah, he holds himself accountable.
He will win a game by 2 touchdowns and still be mad about the mistakes that he made in the game.
Did you see when at the game? You thought he lost the game in his interview after the game. He was so pissed off, and the announcer had the nerve to ask the question, "Well, what about the relationship between you and Tua?" And he gave her a mean mug. Look, he gave her the big old mean mug, and just said, "Look, I like my Alabama peoples." And she said that had nothing to do with Tua. We asked you about how your relationship with Tua. And he wouldn't answer the question. He just was like, "Look, I just let my Alabama peoples."
Why do some interviewers do that type of thing? Where
because they want to piss him off. They want to try, hopefully get a rise out of him.
We're gonna talk about that next week too when we put it on the phone lines. I want to get people to interject because that happened to Cam Newton in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
but we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about
next game.
All right, go ahead.
Texans coming to Carolina. I should have went to this game.
You should have went to that game. That was a game you should have went to because you actually could have.
We get to see 2 rookie quarterbacks go at it, and I really want to see how Bryce goes into this game. This should be a game because he's been compared to him. He's been humiliated by his own coach in my eyes.
Oh, all right.
But
in everybody's eyes.
Well, there you have it. This is a game where he should show people, I'm not doing well this season, but I can compete. I'm looking for him to step up, and we pull out a win, and I'll be all shaved up by the time the next game we record next week.
All right, so you got the Panthers. I got the Texans. I'm going with CJ.
All right, Rams going there. The Cowboys. Do the Cowboys really got their giddy up back, or is the Rams going to come in there and get on their horse?
Coming off a bye week, Rams is still pissed off about the game with the Steelers. I'm taking the Cowboys. As much as I don't want to take them.
Well, the way you set it up, it sounded like you was about to go against them.
Yeah, but it's in Dallas. If it was in LA, I might have taken them, but in Dallas, nah.
Yeah, and y'all have a nice time in Dallas. When I went to Dallas to watch us play, Dallas fans, they got a little lip, but they're not like the other type of fans. They okay.
No, they understand. I'm not like I said, I'm not a Cowboy fan. Excuse me. I mean, it's pretty clear I'm not a Cowboy fan, but
yes, we see the W on your head.
Yeah,
same conference.
Oh, anyway, all right, next game.
I had to pick one. I'm gonna go ahead and
we know you got the Cowboys. Come on, you want to take the Rams on the road?
Is Dak Prescott playing?
Of course he's playing.
I'm taking the Rams.
Okay.
The Rams defense is not there.
Let me mark that one so I can make sure.
Mark it. Now,
I know the other thing you'll be taking the Cowboys, but okay.
Betting preferences, I'm going to split this.
All right.
But I'm not going to put this on any bookie cards. But I'm going to take the Rams with the upset just off of how the field came off this week. Now let's go down to the Vikings, and they go into Green Bay to battle Love.
God, Vikings came off a big win. Jordan Love came out. It looked like he had so much promise when he first started.
Is Love in the air?
Not anymore. We need to find Love. Love has been missing the last couple of weeks, but
he'll get it together.
Okay, you convince me. He'll get it together. I'll take the Packers at home.
I'll say he'll get it together. Kirk Cousins is going to win this game. Kirk Cousins is about to go on a little winning spree.
I will say Jordan Addison has been a nice surprise for the Vikings this year. I thought when Justin Jefferson went down, that was going to be it for them. But Jordan Addison had a huge game this week. He did me great for fantasy. I'll tell you that much.
Saints at the Colts.
Colts won a game last week. They should not have won. They lost the game. They should have won against the Browns. They're going to be pissed off.
Minshew's playing,
and Derek Carr. I really thought Derek Carr this year was going to come out and show out. He had a chip on his shoulder.
Give Carr a break. It's his first year on this team,
Look,
man.
you come into a new situation, you want to come out and with guns blazing. You don't want to come out with a water pistol. And right now, the
wide receivers that he's playing with, and speaking of, we didn't talk
Michael
about
Thomas, Chris Olave.
Olave, he's got a ticket. He might be suspended for some games.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard about that. But he got 2 good wide receivers. There's no excuse.
You heard what he told. You heard what he told the officer.
Yeah,
I'm a Saints player, and the officer. What does that mean?
What does that mean? No.
I hate that they get into this type of stuff, but to be honest, is he from New Orleans?
No, he went to Ohio State.
Exactly. So he's probably not abreast to the laws out there.
And in the South, they don't care about that. Officers in the South don't give a unless it's college football. Now if he was at LSU, he might have got off of that ticket.
Yeah, because he was only doing like 25, 30 miles over the speed limit,
and they arrested him.
Yeah,
so
they said it's a felony.
It's a felony. So yeah, it's
crazy.
That's obviously not a Saints fan. That officer must be that officer. He was offended by telling you're a Saints fan.
I'm taking the Vikings. You're taking the Packers.
Yeah,
like I said, Kirk Cousins is going to run off some. And I'm moving to the next game. I'm taking the Colts. Yeah, I'm gonna take Minshew because, like we just talked about, I don't know what's going on with the wide receiver issue.
Yeah, I got to see Derek. I got to see Derek Carr play. I got the Colts too.
Yeah. All that being said, Thomas has to be number 1 again.
He should be number 1.
I thought he's the clear number 1 now.
Well, only by play. I mean, like I said, I don't know what's going on with Michael Thomas. This guy was like top 3 wide receiver 4 or 5 years ago. He's just
mark my word. Next season, the Saints with Carr is going to look like night and day.
Okay,
night and day. I'm telling you.
Well, I'm a market.
This season, Kamara started late. You want to put everything on Carr back. It's not on him.
He got pieces. He got pieces where they should be playing better than what they're playing.
They'll get it together next season.
All right, well, go ahead. Next game.
Patriots and the Dolphins.
Ooh, trap game.
Well, ain't no trap game. The Patriots was playing off the mojo. Maybe the sun and the stars were aligned. That's what they did. What they did. They get Belichick his 300 win.
But they always play the Dolphins tough in Miami. I don't know what it is, but the Patriots have always played the Dolphins tough in Miami. I'm
taking Miami.
I got Miami too because I need Tua to do well.
Okay.
I'm only taking for Tua.
And now the Battle of New York is up next. Jets at the Giants.
Well, I'm gonna go to the game where my Jets on one side and Giants on one side, so I can get my butt kicked. Now this is the toilet bowl. This should be good.
Nah, the Jets are better than what's been out there and what's been being called, and they're hanging around.
And the Giants are actually playing better with Tyrod Taylor than they played with Daniel Jones. They might need to keep Tyrod Taylor in there for the rest of the season.
Tyrod Taylor's playing with heart. Daniel Jones, I don't know. He looks like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah, he looks like a deer in the headlights. I'm taking the Giants just because I like how I see Tyrod Taylor.
Now I'm taking the Jets because off of their defensive play.
Okay.
And they seem to play up. Jags at the Steelers. Now I'm taking the Jags.
Yeah. Steelers should not have won last week. I got the Jags too.
Falcons at the Titans.
Ew.
This is an ugly game.
It's an ugly game. I don't know.
I'm going with the home team, the Titans. And they only got 2 wins, and I'm still taking the Titans.
This is going to be a shocker. I'm going to take the Falcons only because I just don't like Tannehill. Tannehill just...
Eagles at the Commanders. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Oh, man. Can I get Ron Rivera fired after this game? I've been crying for this man to get fired. How do you only score 7 points against the Giants?
Ron Rivera.
How do you only score 7 points against the Giants?
You know what that means? That means we got to hurry and get to these picks because our time is up. But
let's do it.
Hey, man, I told you about Ron when he came to your team. You was excited.
I wanted him fired a year ago. I said he's great. He did what he did was to make us respectable, But now you got to bring a real coach in to really coach these guys because now you have talent, but now they need to be coached.
I just think Ron needs to turn the corner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing, but he needs to be a little more offensive minded.
Yeah,
He needs to put somebody in charge that's like him at defense on offense.
right.
And that's where it always gets jumbled up with him.
Yeah.
So we're unanimous taking the Eagles.
Oh,
Browns
yeah.
at the Seahawks.
You know something? God, this is one I'm gonna go in my heart and take the Browns. I like what I see with PJ Walker. And I like the Browns defense.
I'm taking Geno.
Okay.
I don't know if DK gonna play, but I'm taking Geno.
Yeah, he might be out. All right.
Ravens at the Cardinals.
Oh man, the Ravens all the way. The Ravens put a hands on the Lions. I mean, that was the surprise game of the week. We thought
no, that wasn't a surprise game. That's how the Ravens are supposed to have been playing all season long.
Nobody thought the Lions would go down like they did.
No. I thought they were going to win.
I thought they would win too, but I said at least they compete. I mean, it was a no contest.
It's like the Ravens players stayed out. No, not the Ravens players.
The
Lions players stayed out all night. The Ravens went to sleep early, got their rest, and they had a pep talk in the beginning of the game. Like, look, man, all season long we ain't been playing. We ain't been looking like ourselves. You know, people been talking bad about us, and they came in there and they got the business.
They got the business, yeah.
Like they should have been doing all season long.
Yes, sir.
Ravens on me.
We got Ravens too.
Kansas City and the Broncos. Chiefs.
Yeah. I've jumped off the Russell Wilson bandwagon.
RW? I told you his name, not Russell Wilson, until we find him again.
I can't argue there. So, all right, I got the Chiefs too, even though it is in Denver.
Russell, we want you back. But until you get back, hey, RW, man, we need you to play a little rough, a little harder. You're on people's fantasy football teams.
Now, will Taylor Swift go to Denver this weekend? Do you think she's going to be there?
Why not?
Why not? Well, all I know
grab the private jet. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up if you need a bodyguard. I'm there with you.
Listen to me. I would have drafted Travis Kelce in the first round if I knew he would have been dating Taylor Swift and putting up 12 catches for 170 yards and a touchdown.
I did.
I know you did.
Pitcher.
Yeah, well, you got lucky on that one. Like I said, I would have taken him in the first round if I knew that.
I had him last year also.
Yeah, but he's a beast.
Lucky. I had him the year before that. Yeah. I know he's a beast. He's been a beast.
Well, he's a bigger beast with Taylor on his arm. So
he got his little honey bunch on his arm.
Yeah, he's showing off. He's showing out. So all right, next game. We almost there.
The game that should be the late game on Sunday. Who in the NFL does this? Who's thinking of this stuff? It's a bunch of games on this list that we just went over. That should be the late game.
Oh, you mean the Bears Chargers is not an elite game? Bears Chargers? You not excited? You're not like looking forward to that Bears Charger game?
Come on, man. The Chargers are going to smoke the Bears.
Yeah. I don't know. You know, I would think that, but God, that Charger coach just kills me. How he plays down to the opponent.
He should have been fired off.
He should have been a long time ago.
I'm taking the Chargers over the Bears.
I got the Chargers too, only because Justin Fields out. But that guy, that guy from the second, whatever his name was, he's from some little Division II school.
Mm-hmm.
He looked good. He played better than any other rookie quarterback this year.
He played better than Stroud. Also?
He played better than Stroud. Yeah,
wow.
He was on fire left.
Now let's get to the game that should be the late night game. The game that we should be talking about. 49ers play the Bengals. The Bengals play the 49ers, however you want to put it, but they're going to play out there where, hey, you Bengals fans, we already even said it.
Yeah,
just hold hands when you leave in the stadium.
I got the Bengals too. But God, can the Niners lose 3 games in a row?
Hey, I've already said it. Bengals are going to win this game. Niners are not going to be back together until after their bye, which is after this game. Bengals will win it. Niners will. I don't even know if they're going to even hang in there.
Yeah,
they might put up a stinker this week.
All right, so I go to Bengals too. I don't know.
Oh, shout out to Lathan. Lathan said, "Did you guys see the rich get richer with the signing of Kevin Bernard or Bar?"
Oh, they got Byers from Tennessee. Yeah, I saw that. Kevin Byers. He's a strong defensive player for the Titans. I don't know. I think the Titans are just selling. They just giving up. They let this guy go for peanuts.
Nah, okay.
So yeah, we saw it. I mean, like I said, I already got you guys as the best team in the league now. You still got to beat the Niners, of course.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
But like I said, I like what I see from your quarterback. He I mean, I told you that last year. He's a rare breed. He has that fire in him.
Lathan also said Carr has never been a good deep ball thrower.
No, but I just thought this year Carr was going to come out. He has a chip on his shoulder. He knows that everybody. He was like pretty much just dumped by the Raiders.
Well, he did come out, Steve.
Yeah, he came out, but he's just been mediocre. He's been average. And I thought
it's his first year.
Yeah, I don't need that.
You know, let me know somebody when they're in their second year, and then I can tell you how they really do.
I'll tell you somebody. Tom Brady, his first year in Tampa, he went there and won the Super Bowl.
Hey, Matthew Stafford, his first year over there in LA, he won the Super Bowl.
Exactly. So
those are
proven.
Those are different caliber quarterbacks.
Well, okay. Then,
who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Derek Carr.
Exactly.
Okay. I thought
he's not on that caliber. He's a very good quarterback, but he's not a Matthew Stafford or Tom Brady.
Well, speaking of Stafford and speaking of Derek Carr, you're a guy. Raiders, Lions.
Yes, we know Purdy's in concussion protocol, Lathan.
We talked about.
Like when did they put him in concussion protocol?
I think just today. I heard about today. They said that he was put in there. So we didn't see the play. What happened? But
so it's going to be a game time decision if he play or not.
Pretty much.
Wow.
You know, you got to get through the protocol. So
Monday night, the Raiders go to Detroit after Detroit just had their heart stumped out, and they play them in Detroit.
Yeah. Well, Garoppolo, is he playing? Is he not playing? Hoyer looked god awful last week. I got the Lions.
The Lions got to go back and find their back where it got blew off and put it back on.
But that Lion crowd's going to be intense. I mean, they're going to be acting the full. You know, they get Monday Night Football games once every 20 years. So I think the Lions will be pumped up. I got them winning easily.
I'm taking the Lions also. Now, people, next week, we're going to announce the winner of the 4-week office football pool. Yes. They're going to get another gift card. It's not too late. Go to Office Football Pool, you know, and go to find Blow the Whistle and sign up. Sign up. All you got to do is be on our YouTube as a viewer and a subscriber.
Like and subscribe.
That's the only thing that makes you right.
That's it. Well,
come get this easy NFL gift card money.
That's it. I like it. But all right, next week, guys, we're gonna get together. We're gonna give you guys a full show. We're gonna have hopefully a World Series champion by then. We can give you a little more. We'll give you a little more information on the NBA. We got some other sports as well, and we're gonna really get. We didn't really get too much about the injuries. We got some guys who need to get back on the field. We kind of gave Deshaun Watson a little pass this week because I wanted to get a little more into.
He didn't get a pass when we open the phone lines. Yeah. I want other people to put the stamp on what we got to say about this,
because I got a strong opinion on Deshaun Watson, and I wanted to get out there because I want to like him. I want to see him do well.
I just want to see him show back up.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's taking the money, and right now he's become a prima donna for the money. Right. But I'm not going to sit there and tell anybody to play hurt. But I'm just saying.
Ain't it funny? Soon as you get that guaranteed money, he got that $230 million
guaranteed,
and Russell Wilson got that guaranteed contract.
Not the same.
Where they at?
Yeah.
Where they at?
So that's going to be the question. We'll see. Well, let's see if PJ wins 3 in a row. Deshaun Watson might have to sit on the bench. You think?
Hey, he got to get his life right and get it together. But now, $230 million is gonna speak volumes, and they're gonna put him in the game. They're gonna put him in the game. They're gonna run his name through the mud before they let him sit down.
Yeah, I know, but
PJ, it's good for PJ to get.
Good for PJ, yeah. He's gonna get paid somewhere.
Please, people, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for tuning in. Everybody on YouTube, everybody on Facebook. Thank you once again. And like I said, holler at us, we holler back. Next week, the phone lines will be open, and we will be here on time. 7 p.m.
Yes.
See y'all.
Peace out.